All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Misfit Corner Comics Presents. This is the artist Andrew speaking, and once again, we are live streaming.
Hello, everybody,
and welcome back to Misfit. Checking the volumes, and we're good there. Lower it down just a little bit for the sanity of the people watching, as I know I tend to get loud, and I'm sorry about that. I've sent out the invites to the usual crew, and we'll see who's able to join. But either way, we are doing our thing. Let me find my pencil so I can get started on my drawing for tonight. I did a drawing yesterday. I just typed into the Google search ninja lady and tiger and the words tiger and found a really cool image of a woman, like a ninja girl holding up a sword. I was like, oh, that's the perfect pose. And I used that pose to draw my sketch last night, which I thought came out pretty good. So much so, I really like the character, and I may have to play around with doing something else with it. You know, sometimes you do something and you go, ooh, this is cool. And, you know, maybe turn it into something else. You never know. Let's see if I can switch my camera over. There we go. All right. This way I can do the recording of my drawing. Speed it up. Whoop, jumped ahead. Speed it up so that I can share it with everybody later. As you can see, this is my sketch-a-day sketchbook. And I'm up to, I believe, sketch either 93 or 94. Of course, I wasn't counting, so I don't know exactly where it's at. I'll have to check the videos. But I'm actually 4 or 5 sketches behind. So there'll come a time when I get an opportunity and I'll do 2 sketches in one day and try to catch up. But this book is nearly full. I think this book has 110 pages or something like that. And if I'm up to 93, there's not a lot of pages left. So I'll probably have to go out this weekend and pick up a new book. And this is just one of those cheap sketchbooks that you can pick up at like Michael's or Hobby Lobby or whatever. They're usually not very expensive, $5 to $8. You get them on sale. It's not a big deal. It's not the greatest paper in the world, but then again, these aren't pages that I'm going to be trying to sell to anybody or anything. They're just for, you know, laying down pens and ink, pencil and inks. And yeah, this is the drawing I did last night. I really like it. And there's a few things I would have changed in this character design, but we'll see. We'll see. I may have to take another crack at the character at another time. But in the meantime, I'm going to get drawing. Let's see here. What am I drawing tonight? I do not know. Let me look around my table, see if I can see anything that sparks, you know, the creative juices. I got a stack of old comics over here. Just looking to see if there might be anything here. And no, nothing really over there, so we'll just get started. And do an outline of something. Oh, you know what? I know what I can do. I have an idea for something to draw. Oh, I guess I should all update you on Hero. We have the Hero Book 1 full color edition Indiegogo currently up right now. There's, I think, a little less than 3 weeks away, and we're still only about 37% done, which that's not too bad. That's actually pretty good compared to our first try, which we barely scratched the surface. But the second time, we actually, you know, started to pick up an audience, and things started to happen. And it was kind of cool. And I'll be reaching out to some YouTubers soon to do some stuff, but if the campaign doesn't happen, that's all right, because we're going to keep going. As a matter of fact, I've got an idea for something I might try doing. We'll see how that goes. It's one of those ideas. If I tell Avery, he probably no, don't do that. So he's the realist in our conversations, where I'm kind of the far-fetched dreamer in our conversations, and he's the one that tries to ground me. And sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't. He would tell you it never works, but he does help me in the process of thinking through problems, and I don't always listen, and that's, sometimes that's my downfall, but that's okay. That's okay. Live and learn. Try again. But that's okay. That's part of that's part of doing this thing. But I've noticed that in a lot of the advice videos that like Ethan and Diversity in Comics and all the other guys have been doing, they've pushed that one thing that you have to do first, which is build your audience on your channel. And we were working on that and doing that, but we're just not. We just don't have enough to make an instant success out of an Indiegogo campaign. But that's okay. That's something we're going to get back to working on, and it's just part of the process. Avery actually, he'd tell you, and it's the truth. He mentioned, setting up a YouTube channel years ago, and it's something that neither one of us. Well, he set up Twitch channels and so forth, but it was something that we probably should have done years ago and started years ago doing. And that's what happens when you're late to the party. You got to play a lot of catch up, and that's okay. That's okay. He would say, no, it's not okay, but it's okay for me. It's okay for me. But we do plan to do other things, and we have plans to for other Indiegogos. We have other plans for other comics. We got a lot of plans. We got a lot of things happening, and if the first one isn't a success, you try again, and that's exactly what we're going to do. What was it that I was looking at that I was? There's nothing there. I thought I had a Scarecrow comic, Batman Scarecrow, and I was trying to do an idea for a Scarecrow, but it's turning more into something else, but that's okay. My wife is home from Daytona. I'm very happy about that. She came home today, and that's always a good thing. She keeps me sane. Whereas I drive Avery insane, my wife keeps me sane, type of thing. Where is my pen? All right. Let's add some stuff to this sucker. Don't actually always have a plan when I do stuff like this. I just start drawing. Hey, what's up, man? Hey, Ray. I hear you there.
I know, I'm just trying to ignore you.
Oh. Were you the person that did the thumbs down on me?
Yes.
Okay. Whew. As long as it's you, that's okay.
I was just like, oh, he's awful.
Yeah, I know. So how's it going? I'm actually talking to you.
Mm-hmm.
You're still ignoring me?
I said,
All right. Michael's actually out with friends this evening.
Michael doesn't have any friends.
Yeah, he does. Believe it or not, he does. He has work friends.
Get out.
No, I'm serious. They were going to the Clay County Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. No friend would make you go to the fair,
Yeah. That's like that doesn't sound like a friend.
Well, this friend actually has kids, and he likes hanging out with them and doing stuff with them, and so going to the fairs, just one of those things you do with kids. At least I think it's what you do with kids. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah. I was never a fan of the fair. It was always a waste of money in my mind.
The fair seems great when you're little.
Yeah.
Like if you're 10 and under, the fair looks awesome to you. So
yeah.
I get it.
With all the rides and
games
and stuff.
Yeah, that stuff looks great when you're under 10. Once you get like above that, depending on your maturity level, somewhere between 10 and 12, you start looking at the fair and you go, wow, that's some rickety, scary looking crap, dude. Like that thing's held together with like bubble gum and a paper clip, and it's spinning around in the air.
Well, Ayla and Michael were both those types that would get onto those rickety old, and I was never a fan of that stuff. I remember, I forgot where we went. We went someplace where they had it's like the world's largest wooden roller coaster. And I'm like, nope. That's not happening. That's not happening. It's one of those things that kids enjoy. Good for them. But no thank you.
It's like that thing is put together with bubble gum and paper clips and built by junkies. I do not want to get on that.
Well, I don't know about the junkie part, but the bubblegum part, most definitely.
Carnies? Oh, dude. I'm not talking about, like, professional, like, mechanics and stuff that they have at, like, major parks.
Yeah.
Carnies. Yeah. No thanks, man.
Hey, Rick. How's it going, man?
Hey, it's going very, very good today.
Do you have something new in that you want to show off?
How would you ever guess?
I saw the end of your stream today while at work, and I was like, "Oh, that's so cool."
Oh, you got some cards made.
He got some cards made.
Yes, I got 100 of each.
Very nice, very nice. Now, are you gonna put them into like a pack, or are you just gonna, like what's his name did with Bigfoot Bill cards?
Well, at this point, I don't have my comic thing up for thing, so these are for sale individually for $2 a piece.
Okay.
Or you can get all 7 for $10.
Oh, very cool. Okay.
Now, if you're buying just one off me and I gotta send it to you, you gotta pay the shipping. If you're buying 2. You're buying 2 off me, you got to pay the shipping. You get 3 or more, you don't have to pay the shipping.
Oh, okay. Very cool.
And I'm doing them signed for $15 or all 7 for $75. Signed each.
Oh, $15 each?
Yeah.
Compared to $2 each.
Yeah, but that's signed with my signature and all that,
That seems like a very big markup, my friend. $13 for your signature?
Maybe I should lower it. I don't know. I'm just trying to put the value up on them.
I get you. I got you. Rick's like, this card is worth $2, but if you want my signature, it's $50.
What's the creator of the Canadian Shield?
That is true. I mean, that's something you can't get anyplace else, especially not in America. It's only a Canada thing.
Yeah, it's only across comics thing. There's only one person that's doing these at the moment. There's so many things that make it unique.
That's right.
And the thing is, I figure it puts up the value because less people have them signed then too in the future.
Oh, that is true. That is true. Now, what if I buy one for $2 and I meet you at a convention one day and I have you sign it? You're going to charge me $15 to sign it?
No, then I'd probably do it for free.
Okay. Rick.
But the great thing, hey, today, as you saw, I did a stream. I did a giveaway of a set not signed, and I did a giveaway of a set signed.
Oh, very nice, very nice.
And I'm doing, as you know, I'm doing that Cross Comics fan art challenge.
Uh-huh.
Everybody, whoever wins each week gets assigned one.
Oh, very cool, very cool.
And there's been an extra category added to. There's the serious category where somebody's seriously trying to draw my character, and then there's been the joke category or the funny category.
Oh, okay.
Because
you've got to be careful with this Comicsgate audience. Some of the guys out there, they don't take things as seriously, you know.
Yeah, because you know Joshua Hughes.
Uh-huh.
He submitted something and it was Lion-O.
Oh. What, you're not the creator of Lion-O?
No. Hold on a sec. My mom's here. She wants to say something to me.
No, I'm just looking.
Oh. Okay. I'm on Misfit Corner Comics, but you're about to leave to go to work. So.
Yeah.
So how was your day, Rick?
Oh, like I said, it was great. You know, I went, got these for 4:00. Then I came home, did my stream for the unveiling or unboxing, unpackaging, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
That was a pretty good stream. Then I won Gary's art challenge, actually.
Oh, very cool. Gary Shipman?
Yeah.
Oh,
so,
okay.
So I might be able to go on his stream next Sunday. So I'm, but I think it's the same time as the auction.
Oh no! Well, we could either wait for you, or we could do it another night. You know, nothing stops us from doing that.
True, I could do it Saturday instead. Not that necessarily. If Saturday is good for you guys, you know.
Well, we don't normally stream on Saturday unless it's something special. So.
Yeah. Well, I don't usually stream on Saturdays either. You know, the only thing I'm doing, and only thing I've been doing Sunday special is the thing.
Yeah.
The auction.
Nope, I hear you.
Well, the one thing I was doing before the new year, as you know, or just into the new year as well, was the Talking With program.
Right.
Oh, did you hear James Hudnall died?
I did. I heard that on Doug's channel. Or not Doug's channel, Ethan's channel, where he was talking to Doug.
Yeah.
That's, it was rather shocking.
Yeah. And I had Matt on my program just that morning, so.
Oh, really? Man, you never know. You never know when stuff's going to happen.
Yeah, but from what I get from Matt, when he was on Mike's that night,
yeah,
James might have been dead a couple days before he found out because he wasn't getting info back from James that he was supposed to be. So he contacted it. He's seen a post by his sister saying that he had died.
Oh, goodness.
So he contacted her just, to confirm or whatever. So it might have been before yesterday. I don't know. It's just when we found out yesterday.
Yeah. That stuff's rough, man.
Yeah.
We have a pretty tight-knit community here, and when you find out stuff like that, it kind of tends to rock you a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
Well, my thoughts, prayers out to his family and everybody.
So how's your day been, Avery?
I've got a nasty headache. I'm trying to get rid of.
Is it a nasty headache named Andrew?
No, I just have a headache, man.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I hadn't been awake long when you started streaming. I don't think I have a headache.
Yeah, we have this thing down here in the south called pollen season.
Oh, we got it up here too. Might start a little bit later than yours, but
it's very rough down here. It causes sinus problems. It causes you name it.
Yeah, hay fever, basically.
Yeah.
I've got a little bit of hay fever. My mom does too.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to get in high school. I used to get migraine headaches, and those were a pain in the rear butt end. But I don't get them as much anymore because they're mostly stress induced. So as long as I stay away from stress, I'm okay. You know? Oh well. Oh, jeez, my wires.
Well, that seems like it might be hard. You're around Avery a lot.
No, trust me, I cause him more stress than he causes me.
True.
Yeah, I know.
True. He causes me endless amounts of stress.
I do. I don't. It's not that I mean to. It's just that I have a natural tendency to. What's a nice way of saying don't think before you leap?
I think they called them on Happy Days a putt.
Oh, that's very much up my alley. Yes, a putz is a good term for it.
Yeah.
So I have a new box for tonight.
Yeah. Hey, hold on real quick, man. Page 42. It's nighttime, right? With the frogs and the story time thing.
Yes, that is correct. That is correct. It's like dusk time.
Dusk.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Dusk. Gotcha.
Hey, Commodore, how's it going? He says he was on Cross's stream earlier. Really?
Yeah, he was.
All right.
He was just trying to win himself some trading cards.
Yeah, did he?
No.
Well, that's not right.
Commodore wants to know, page 42, is it Pepe's?
Yes, it's a group of little alt-right Pepes.
Actually, there's one big alt-right Pepe teaching to the small little
baby alt-right Pepes.
The baby Pepes.
It's a frog. It's got to be a Pepe. Because these freaking crazy people. Why a frog? Like, oh God.
Yeah, page 42 of Hero Book 2 jumps back to the frog characters that you see in the first few pages. So there's a reason why we've gone back to visit the frogs again. Actually, the language that they're speaking on that page is, I think it's Swahili. I have to double check. I'm pretty sure I use Swahili as the basis for their language. So I mean, what I'm hoping to do is put the translation like somewhere in the back of the book, because they're actually talking about Hero coming through and they're telling the tale of the little hero that came through their village and stole their rocker. I forgot the actual verbiage, but if you put it into a Google Translator and you type in the words, it's Swahili. So
don't do that. Don't tell people that.
Don't tell people. Oh, nobody's listening. Nobody's gonna know.
But still,
I'm listening. Yes.
Commodore said, no, I wasn't. I said I was happy. You got 10 viewers. I'd rather give others a chance to win. Oh, that's nice of you, Commodore. But
never give the enemy a chance, Commodore.
Yeah, that's right. Never. even if you're just pretending, never admit it.
Yeah, never give the enemy a chance. Oh, Commodore, never.
Yeah, there's 13 more pages in this sketchbook, so I'm close. Oh, Avery.
What's up,
man? Remember how I said I put some books aside for you, and I knew I had more books for you. I couldn't find them. Turns out I moved them over to the other side of my desks, and I found the whole stack here. It includes the Batman, Gotham by Midnight issues, Kelly Jones, the saga of the Crystal Warriors issues 1 through 10. That awesome Michael Murdoch, The Chronicles of Corum, the one by Mike Mignola. I totally forgot about that. And then a couple more Batman Kelly Jones and a Batman Sean Murphy. I had just totally forgot I had moved them from that side of the table to this side of the table, and that's why I forgot to grab them. So
it's okay.
I know. Well, my point is, now that I know where I put them, I won't forget them this time.
You hope.
Yeah, I hope. Well, I was talking to my boss last night. He's going on vacation with his kids this week, and we were talking about movies, and I mentioned I had just picked up Bumblebee, and I really enjoyed it. He says, "Oh, we never got to see that." And I said, "Well, I got it on Blu-ray. I'll lend it to you." And he said, "Oh, that'd be great." And so I got into work this morning and realized, crap, I forgot I left the movie at home. So when I came home for lunch, I made sure I remembered to grab them. But luckily, I hadn't seen them all day, so it's not like he said, "Hey," and I said, "Ooh, forgot." No. But I also gave him Aquaman and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse because he's got kids. So I told him if they haven't seen it, they'll enjoy these. So,
I just got Aquaman.
Oh yeah, day. Did you watch it? What'd you think of it?
Oh, I've seen it in theaters, but I haven't watched it. Like, if there's a superhero movie, 99% of the time, I go see it in theaters.
Oh, guess what I saw last night?
What?
Shazam.
Oh, Shazam!
Honestly, I stayed till the very, very end. To be honest with you, I put it right up there with Spider-Man Homecoming. It was good. It was enjoyable. It was fun. It did have a lot of kid humor in it, but it's enjoyable for the entire family. There were some horror aspects, which they don't delve into in the preview. But I mean, you're dealing with the 7 deadly sins are like the part of the villains in the movie. And everything that happened was telegraphed, so you knew it was coming. So there weren't any big surprises, but it still was an enjoyable flick. I enjoyed it very much.
Yeah. Well, actually, one thing was surprising for me. I should have known. I was only expecting to see two other people transform.
Oh, well, see, they kind of spoiled that in the toy release. I don't know if you've seen the toys, but they had figures for all of them.
Oh, okay. I did not know that.
Yeah.
But then again, they could have done that from the comic, too, one of the older comics, because they had that in something similar in Flashpoint. But
most people are familiar with like Captain Marvel Jr. and they're familiar with Mary Marvel, but there were more than just one. There were more than just them in the Marvel family. So
there was Uncle Marvel who didn't have any powers, and then there was the Lieutenant Marvels, and they were seemed to be some sort of clones of Captain Marvel.
Well, I will be honest with you. The girl who plays Mary, when she gets powered and becomes Mary Marvel, she was cuter as a kid because she's in the movie. She's like the oldest of all the kids. She's like ready to go to college, which I don't think she's ever been the oldest, but I don't know for sure. I'm not a Captain Marvel aficionado, but when she turns into the Mary Marvel, it's a different actress and she's older and she's just not as cute as the actress that plays Mary. I almost kind of wish they would just have kept it, but that's okay.
Yeah, I wasn't sure whether it was the same actress or not.
That's okay. That's okay that it's that creepy for you. Yeah.
Whatever. Okay. All right.
I almost wished it was like the young girl.
Oh, please. All right. This is box.
She's like 18, so it's not
in
that
in
bad.
the movie, she's like 18, but in real life, she's probably like mid-20s or whatever. But so it's not creepy at all. So this is box T3. So we'll see what kind of
Terminator 3.
I don't know. I'm pretty creeped out, bro. I'm creeped out.
Ooh, the very first one I pull out is the Many Worlds of Telsa Strong. This is this is the one that has it's got an Art Adams cover, but it's got stories by like a whole bunch of great artists, including Jason Pearson has a story in here.
Oh,
I may have to flip through that.
Yeah, I really hate that guy now, so it's cool.
Then we have Tom Strong by Chris Sprouse. These issues are awesome. I got a bunch of Tom Strong in here. 32. Let's see. Yeah. I don't think any of the Tom Strongs introduced anybody that went on to become anybody famous. So
no, that book's kind of dead, dude.
Well, yeah, it's been over for a while now. Well, they used Tom Strong in the Terrifics.
Yeah, I abandoned that book because that guy hates us.
Yeah, I know. But I was enjoying the hell out of it. But
it's a decent book, but I'm not buying it.
Yeah, issue number 1 with the Alex Ross cover. Very cool.
Yeah.
But this, the majority of this series, the art was by Chris Sprouse, and he's awesome. He's incredible. And then we got Tomorrow Stories, which has Jack Be Quick by Kevin Nolan, who's fantastic, and then some other people. I only ever liked what the hell is this? Tomboy from Action Labs. I must have got that in a percent bin or something. Ooh, Toe Tags featuring George Romero. This is some type of zombie book that DC did. I think this was a limited series back in 2004. I have issue 1, and that's it. Teen Titans Graduation Day.
Oh yeah, I think I got that. Teen Titans and Young Justice.
Yeah, the Titans Secret Files. Very cool.
This isn't a very good box.
I'm looking to see it.
Plus, this is better with the sleeve stack here. Sorry, I'm still drowsy. I have a headache. I apologize.
You have to pretend to be our sleeve stack and go ape shit and gaga and googly over all the comics.
I can't. That would physically hurt.
Physically hurt you? Yeah.
Last laugh, I wouldn't have mind. Titans last laugh.
Yeah. Titans by Paul Peltier. Paul Peltier is awesome. Let's see who. Oh, this one's got George Perez and Tom Grummett and Paul Peltier and oh wow, this is the 2040. This is a good one. Deathstroke. Let's see. I don't think any of these have any value or anything. They're just cool. Oh, Mark Buckingham on Titans. Mark Buckingham is pretty good. He's really good on Fables, but he did pretty good on this one too. So, this title. Oh, I have number 1 in here.
He was really good as whose inker was he for a while?
Kalos.
Yeah,
Chris Kalo, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when's that Titan series from, anyways?
Let me see. This is the 99. Issue 1 was in March of 1999.
Oh.
So, yeah.
99, early thousands.
And then you have the one before that in 92. Well, actually, yeah, 92. There's probably some other ones in between this, but ooh, check it out. Thundercats source book with an Art Adams cover.
Ooh, that would be nice.
This was like one of those pinup books that they did. I'll have to look through that, see if there's anything good. Ooh,
Thundercats! Oh!
Here's a Thundercats issue with a Joe Madura cover. Featuring
That's
all the
pretty
bad
cool.
guys. Yeah.
See, it's a shame you can't. Like, I think those books would have sold even better and been like huge if they had actually gotten people like Joe Mad to do the book.
Oh yeah. Here's Ed McGuinness did the cover. Oh, he did the inside too.
Okay, that's cool.
Oh, I forgot about that. Who did the inside for the other one? Oh, Ben Herrera. Okay, well he's good too.
Yeah. They're appropriate for that type of.
Ooh, I have original Thundercats from the Star comic days from Marvel.
Oh yeah.
Issue 21, 20. Oh wow. 18.
Yeah, those are cool.
Oh yeah.
I would hang on to those.
Do you know who I bought these from?
Hmm.
Sean Pryor during that like very first CG Super Show. Remember he brought some of his comics and he was selling them? I bought all these from him then.
I don't think I was at the very first Super Show.
Yeah, I think you were there with us.
No, not the very first one.
Oh, what is the issue? I used to own an original piece of
Is it
art.
the one where we were set right beside Sean Pryor?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, that one I was at. Oh wait, go back. That one cover was awesome. Who did that cover?
This one, Marzin Jr. and Jay Thomas.
That cover is awesome.
It is. It's Mumra.
Mumra!
3 times as ugly as usual. Things look bad for Lino. Then again, things are tough all over. This is the issue that I owned an original piece of art from. I'll actually show you the page that I owned. I bought it from the artist on eBay, and I ended up reselling it because times were tough. But
yeah, that's what happened to a lot of my original art, man.
I'll show you the page I owned.
Who drew it?
I forgot this copy has a double cover on it. Jim Mooney and Brent Breeding on inks. Yeah,
Jim.
Challenge of the GoBots.
I think I used to have a Jim Mooney Spider-Man page. I think it was Jim Mooney. I had to sell it, and I hate it.
This is the page. This is the page I had. This one right here.
Really?
Yeah, I know.
I might have that.
Linkstiana, the Hunter. Yeah, I own that. I own that original page at one point, but then I had to sell it because crap happens and you have to sell it.
The same thing happened to my collection, my original art collection. That's the reason I stopped. I still haven't started back buying original art.
Yeah.
It's because I don't want to end up in that position again where I have to sell it.
Yeah. Well,
if we can get the books taken off where we're making money, and I'm making good money, I'll start buying original art again.
Look at the horrible coloring of this cover. They screwed up every single character, color-wise.
The fun begins.
Kara's face is completely different from the rest of her body, and her hands. That's just a horrible coloring job. But I have issues 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 20, and 21. So,
well, the fun's about to begin. Hey, Lorenzo.
Hey, the colors all suck.
What?
The colors all suck for all of those, or just that cover?
Just that one cover.
That was awful. Was he red? What the heck?
Yeah, they did a horrible job coloring this
his
cover.
skin tone's all off.
I mean, look at Wily Kit and Wily Cat. Wily Cat looks like horribly miscolored.
Why does he look like Carrot Top?
You're racist.
Carrot Top.
Not racist. And then we have some issues of Thunderbolts in here. All the later ones that aren't very good.
Yeah,
Thunderbolts!
I think
is this a box of later comic books?
Well, this is a T3, so these have Steve Dillon art in them. So I mean, they're not that horrible, but
like from the 2000s or what?
No, this
I can't look like they were older, maybe.
Well,
but
this is what's when Marvel Now happened. This is like around the same time DC was doing the New 52, so it had to be like 6 years ago.
Okay, so it wasn't that long ago. It wasn't like none of those were as great as the 80s box that you didn't put on film. You didn't film that. Or let me do that.
Yeah, 2013, 6 years ago. See, I was right. Yeah, 2013.
So what did I miss when I buried my little fashionably late?
Not much.
But
Avery was saying he missed you because we needed somebody to go loco for the comics. He wasn't going to do it.
What? I'm sorry, my earbud fell out.
He said we needed somebody to go loco for the comics, and he wasn't going to do it. So.
Oh well, this.
So we needed a sleeve stack. Tom Grummett, fantastic.
Oh, you always need sleeve stack representation.
All these issues with Tom Grummett art are just fantastic. Now, when this series started, Thunderbolts, Thunderbolts started, it was Mark Bagley that did it. He was fantastic. Created a lot of these. Well, I really can't say he created a lot of the characters because they're actually characters. I think Jolt was the only new character. Everybody else was a redo.
Did a reinterpretation of some of the characters?
Well, see, the whole thing about the Thunderbolts is it happened right after Heroes Reborn, where all the heroes disappeared. The Avengers, the Fantastic Four, everybody disappeared. So the Thunderbolts were a new group of heroes that popped up. And the twist in issue number 1 was that you found out that they weren't really heroes; they were the masters of evil disguised as heroes. And the leader, Citizen V, was
kind of like Rick.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that.
Yeah. See, Baron Zemo was.
You think Rick's a good guy, and then he turns out to be a villain.
Yeah, like this guy here, his name was Atlas. He was actually, I forgot what his name was, but like this was the Fixer in disguise. This was the Beetle in disguise. This was Moonstone, and what was her name? Oh, I forgot what her name is. The only character that wasn't a villain pretending to be a hero was the new girl, which her name was Jolt. I don't know whatever happened to her. I don't know. She's
as cool as those covers are, they just don't seem as cool as the old 80s covers.
Well, this was a cool cover, issue 3. It's where the Thunderbolts were actually fighting the Masters of Evil, the new Masters of Evil, which included Claw. Not a lot of people realize that he was a costume bad guy in the comics. Claw from the Black Panther movie.
Oh yeah, I knew that. I knew that.
I still haven't seen the Black Panther movie. I didn't know if it would be any good. And
oh yeah, it is.
It's okay. It's all right.
It's
okay. But considering like how much movies cost these days, it being all right isn't enough for me to really go out to the theater and watch it.
All right,
let's look it on Blu-ray.
All right, Avery, this is interesting. These issues of Thunder Agents, which was redone by DC, has Nick Spencer as writer, Wes Craig as art, and then it has a backup story. This one has Walter Simonson art, and this one has Sam Keith art.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, let's take a look and see if those are any good.
Nowadays, it's almost as cheap to buy something on Blu-ray, then you get to keep it. Well, which isn't good if it's bad, but if it's decent, might be a better deal.
Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, that's some classic Walter Simonson right there. Nice big tank blowing things up.
Mm-hmm. I don't like Walter Simonson's art with modern colors. Like I don't like lots of the digital effects and stuff on Walter Simonson's art.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I understand the occasional like color hold, but like lots of gradients and really bright highlights and stuff. I don't dig it.
Yeah.
I think his stuff looks better with simpler coloring.
Did Walter Simonson ever do like a black and white book? I'm sure he did like a black and white Batman story, but I don't know. I'd love to see some of his stuff in the original. It would be cool to have like a artist edition of his stuff.
I do have an artist edition of his stuff.
Oh, that's the old classic. I'm talking about newer stuff because they didn't use newer coloring techniques back.
Some of these covers are kind of cool. They're just not as cool as they used to be, though. I mean, judging by that box you were going through the other day.
You know what it is with a lot of covers, they don't include the story elements in the cover. Because the story, a lot of covers, they didn't show it the exact way it was going to happen in the comic. It was a lot of times amalgamations of different scenes.
Yeah, it'd be really exciting. And this is just kind of like, maybe a picture of the...
Yeah. Now the stuff they do, a lot of stuff they do for covers these days, it's cool, but it would be a cool pinup in the book. I don't think.
Yeah. It's just not it doesn't feel like a cover.
Mm-mm.
Well, the Sam Keith
like
art,
that'd be like maybe a cool poster or something.
The Sam Keith art in this was okay, but it was very. It's like just people standing around talking. Very boring stuff.
Is there food involved? Yeah, talk about food.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's not a Marvel comic, man.
Okay.
Marvel Comics where they talk about food all the time. But, all right. So I got 2 little gems out of here. I'm going to pull them out and take a look at them. The rest of this, no.
Well, you got to have a bunch of characters sit around and talk about the food. How LOL random it is. It's like, oh my god, you like food? I like food too.
Earthquake!
LOL, that's so random.
Do you actually eat food? You do? Oh my gosh, I do too. We have something in common. That's believe it or not, guys, that is the only thing Avery and I have in common, is our love of food. We get together once a week to talk about it.
Not really.
I talk about fruit punch peeps, and he talks about punching me and feeding me a knuckle sandwich.
Yeah, you're not funny. Ah.
Yeah, I'm not Rick funny, is what you're trying to say. Is that right?
Oh, no,
Rick's funnier than you.
All right, here we go. We have this is what's in this issue.
Yeah, Rick does an entertaining show.
We have
and the viewers.
You guys are killing me. Thundercats by Ed McGuinness, Tigra by Dustin Nguyen, Mendora by Joyce Chin, the Lunatics by J.J. Kirby, The Hatchaman by Carlos D'Angelo, Lion-O by, I can't tell, Mumra by Humberto Ramos, Groon by Ashley Wood. That might be interesting. Thunder Kittens and Snarf by Kare Andrews, who I think is awesome. Bengali, Linkso and Pumara by Jason Pearson. Thunder Tank and Fist Pounder. Oh, goodness gracious. I don't believe they named something that. By Dan Norton. Panthro and Chitara by Ale Garza. Rataro by Joe Phillips. Mutant and Castle Plundar by Dario something or other. Lion-O versus Mumra by Jim Lee. Okay. The Berserkers by Long Vu and a whole bunch of some people from Udon. All right, there might be a couple in here that's worth checking out.
It's supposed to be profiles, isn't it? Basically.
Yeah. It's just a pinup book. It's just a pinup book, is what it is. But you get the Thundercats done by Ed McGuinness. Very cool. Tigra by Dustin Nguyen. Mandora by Joyce Chin, who is Art Adams' wife. Let's see. The Lunatics by J.J. Kirby. It's all right.
Oh, I forgot about those characters.
Yeah, I remember them. Very cool looking characters.
That free app I was telling you about Tubi. It's kind of like Crackle. You get to watch stuff uncensored, but it has commercials like Crackle. Yeah. They have a bunch of G.I. Joe and Gen 1 Transformers cartoons on there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool. Check this out. Mumra by Humberto Ramos. It looks like it's a painting. That's actually kind of cool.
What's that? I'm sorry. I was just trying to drum up some viewers.
Oh, here's the Ashley Wood, by the way. Groom the Destroyer.
That's really old, Ashley Wood.
I wonder if he grooms himself well.
That's before he... Yeah, when was that book done?
Let me see. Let me see. 2003.
That's before he really found his style.
Yeah. I mean, this is the pinup by Jim Lee. It's very undynamic. Yeah.
I don't know.
I like the Panthro and Chitara by Ale Garza. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I always hated when they put the word balloons right on top of the art. Like, that really stinks. That covers up the art.
Why are they even doing that? It's not even a story.
Yeah, this is like a pinup book. Here we go.
Yeah. We loved pinup books back then, man.
Jason Pearson, and they put the right on top of the.
Yeah, why are they doing that? Why do they even need to talk about them?
Well, they're telling you who the characters are and what they're about.
Yeah. Well, this panel right here could easily have gone right here. You know.
Exactly.
Like
the art.
Not covered.
You know what this was? This was freaking Wildstorm. when DC picked them up. Or no, this is before DC picked them up.
Well, they would need to take that
They got
the writing and move it over.
Yeah, they got this wonderful.
Because that's so cool right there, but they could have just put it up where it's not at least covering the characters.
That's just sad. That's whoever. I'm not even going to look to see who lettered it because they did a disservice to the art.
That cover looks kind of cool.
Well, they apparently didn't. Action. They apparently didn't groom that book well.
Oh, Commodore's sharing something with me.
So what's that Tesla thing? Have you looked at that yet?
Yeah, this is the many worlds of Tesla Strong. This is
I didn't mean to interrupt if you were reading.
No. I was getting to it. It was coming next.
I didn't want to distract you from the very incredibly active chat today.
I'm fairly certain Commodore is right. Jim Lee is a furry. We can confirm that here on this channel. Jim Lee is a furry. We'll see if that goes viral in any way. But this is from America's Best Comics, which was... America's Best Comics was originally started by Wildstorm, and then Wildstorm was bought by DC, or everything was bought by them. So one of the things I'd always heard is that, what's his name? Alan Moore said he would never work for DC again after Watchmen and so forth. So when DC bought America's Best Comics, which was his line of comics through Wildstorm, he kind of started to disassociate himself from the line. Because but yeah,
of course.
Plot assist by Alan Moore.
He was pretty salty about that, from what I hear.
Oh yeah.
So plot assist. That's his role.
Avery. Artists include Chris Sprouse, Michael Golden, Adam Hughes, Phil Noto, Art Adams, Jose Luis Garcia Lopez, Frank Cho, J. Scott Campbell, Claudio Castellini, and Jason Pearson. That's like a who's who of fantastic artists. You know?
Yeah.
Let me skip it. Let's get to the Michael Golden. Oh, wow. This is definitely awesome Michael Golden stuff.
Yeah, you might want to keep that. That's really cool. It seems pretty intricate.
Well, the story in this is Telsa Strong has the surfboard, which allows her to jump from dimension to dimension. So every time she jumps to another dimension, it's done by a different artist. Like this right here is Adam Hughes.
Oh, that's cool. I think they had a Family Guy episode where it was different animators each episode. So one was like they had different animation styles. So one was like a Disney style. They get stuck.
Oh, yes, I remember that one.
Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. Similar concept.
Commodore's asking me if I got any new Steelbooks. Actually, you know what, Commodore? I was commenting earlier today that a week without a new Steelbook release is a really sucky week. Well, this is a really sucky week because there's no Steelbook releases this week. It's very sad. It's very sad. Oh, here's Phil Noto doing like a Disney style, cartoon style. It's silly, but it's cool. And then you get an Art Adams. 2 pages of Art Adams. Very cool. Jose Luis Garcia Lopez.
Nice.
Just fantastic, yeah. I gotta keep out from the copyright guys. Oh, Frank Cho. Half naked women. I mean, come on. What's better than that?
Hey yo.
The answer to that question would be fully naked women.
Yeah, that would be. It's always.
J. Scott. And speaking of naked women, she goes and visits a world where everybody is nudists, and that's drawn by J. Scott Campbell.
See, it just answered your question.
Yeah, I know. That's the Claudio Castillo. Oh, Jason Pearson.
But they don't really show it. It's not something that I know they allow. They say it's supposedly allowed artistic nudity, but you didn't even really see anything there. So,
yeah.
Just in case.
One of the things I like about Jason Pearson's art is the angles that he uses, especially for body parts. You know, some people instead of their arms being straight lines, they're They're like a.
Well, this is interesting.
Oh.
Looks like she's bound up.
Yeah, you would point that out, wouldn't you?
I'm a sleeve stack. That's what we do.
Oh.
Hey yo! I let the cat out of the bag.
Oh, hey.
That's awesome, Jason Pearson art. Very cool.
We chase after people at extremely slow speeds, and if we're just somehow able to capture them, we tie them up or we put them in a bag. We like
Oh, is that the
what was it? Well, what was it that? Let's see, not a bag exactly. What's it called? Like kind of a webbed kind of bag, sack.
What?
I don't know. I was little when I left. Land of Lost. Can't remember what happened there.
Yeah, okay, all right. Well, so this is a pretty cool issue. I think I'll keep it because it's got a lot of fantastic artists and art in it. This Lion-O, this Thundercats one, I think I'll keep it for the cover, but the inside,
Yeah, the cover's cool.
There wasn't a lot going on in there. But, all right, so I went through a whole box and I found 2 comics worth keeping.
Yeah, that one box was great.
Well, actually, that entire set of the original Star comics of Thundercats might be worth keeping too. So,
yeah,
I may pull those out aside because you never know. But those are pretty cool. All right, well, everybody, that was dollar bin diving for the evening, where we went through one of my bins that will eventually make its way to the flea market and be marked $1 a comic. So we take an opportunity to go through it to find out if there's anything good in there that we should not sell for $1. And I
didn't get extremely frustrated today, which is
why is that?
Not good because in a way because it means that it wasn't as high quality.
Yeah.
I
was gonna say
I already
flea market.
I was gonna say, are you sure they're worth $1?
It wasn't like the Titans one that had just a lot of interesting stuff.
Yeah, well,
before then that you showed.
You guys do realize that these gems that we've located in these boxes are rare in the fact that you're not going to find a whole box of gems. If you find maybe 5 comics in a single box, which contains between 100 and 120 comics, that's actually pretty good.
Yeah. When we go through 50-cent bins, how many boxes are lined up there for those bins?
There's like
15 or so.
There's 6, 12, 36 on one side. So yeah,
those are the 50-cent bins.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we go through.
Do you get safe buying in bulk, or how do you end up with so many?
We buy a bunch of them.
Yeah, all those comics that you just
even if they're not really worth buying.
No, we buy the ones we find that are worth buying.
Well, a lot of those, the majority of those.
How'd you end up with that box? How did Andrew end up with that box?
The majority of that box, every single one had an artist in it that I like.
Oh, I see.
That's
makes
why
sense.
all those were bought. So
they just didn't always. You didn't necessarily look through each and every page to see.
No. Usually we
turn out to be.
You look at it and you go, "Ooh, I like this cover. I like the interior. I'll buy it," and then find out.
Oh yeah, because you're at a comic book store. You can't be there all day.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, did you, Lorenzo? Did you see the drawing that I did yesterday on my sketch a day?
No,
You would actually like it. It's a tiger ninja type lady.
That's cool.
I thought it was pretty cool. I liked it a lot. I may have to make this into a character, user.
Is that one of your viewers?
Is this one of my viewers? No.
Yeah, your furry viewers.
Oh, shut up.
Or is that you?
I don't have.
Is that the operation you plan on having?
Yeah, this is.
After it is, if it was, it'd be furious.
Yeah, this is definitely a sketch of me. Actually, I wanted to clean it up a little bit, so I'm going to take an opportunity to do that now, since we're all just sitting here talking.
Transspeciest. That's a real thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's like otherkin.
Yeah. Those people, they think they're like, I'm a fox. Like, no, you're just crazy.
Oh, the thing about people.
But if you don't buy Hero, you'd be crazy not to buy it. And I gotta win those people over too.
Yeah.
As I insult them. No, I actually like some of the furries I've met online. I don't know if I know any in person. If they are, they're then I just don't know about their hobbies.
You've met them online?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I got furries who follow me on Twitter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think they're just animation fans. I don't know if they have. I don't think even most furries even have a fursuit, and some do, but but that's expensive.
Some of them might not be furries; they just might be people that like anthro. Like they just like.
Yeah, but yeah.
They might not actually be furries.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if all furries are. I think furries will be like someone who likes anthro, and then like have a character associated, but they might not dress up.
Someone that likes furries, someone that is a furry, that's a straight up fetish.
Okay.
Well, into the more not all of them are like into the more.
No need to get furry-ish over this.
Yeah. I'll type it in chat, in my private chat. Not all of them are into the aspects of things. Some of them are.
I can appreciate furry art. And I can appreciate furry, stuff, but I'm not a furry. I'm not going to dress up. I'm not going to pretend like I'm something. That's not happening.
I've seen what you like. It looked like on camera, and you got the beard and.
Yeah, the beard is only so that,
Who brought up furries?
I have a baby
I probably
face.
did.
I have a baby face, so it's best to hide the baby face.
Sleeve stack.
Well, you're not even a fan of animals, are you, Avery?
No.
No, he's.
So that would be a little.
Yeah, I'm anti taking care of anything.
I think there's a problem with labels that somebody could be maybe into anthro, and they call themselves a furry or something, and then you might be thinking of some sort of other thing that's more on the other end, the extreme end of things.
I don't think anybody that just likes anthro is calling themselves a furry. Not if they.
Isn't being a furry like a way of life?
Yeah. It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay. I think there's one where people will sometimes role play on the internet in text. They'll like text each other like the old like.
Commodore says I brought it up because I pulled out a Thundercats comic book.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, dude, that's that reminds me of that rap that girl that has like the squeaky anime voice did, where she took somebody's like furry Reddit post and turned it into a rap song. It's so messed up. It's not appropriate for your channel.
Okay, please don't share it here.
I've played like an anthropomorphic animal in a video game before.
That doesn't make you a furry.
That's good.
It doesn't. Because you play like Fire of the Dragon, that doesn't make you a furry.
My favorite character in Street Fighter was Chun-Li. That doesn't make me a girl.
Yeah. Just because you played Crash Bandicoot doesn't make you a furry.
I played Crash Bandicoot. It was a fun game.
Oh.
That's the reason I'm saying it doesn't make you a furry. Yes, Crash Bandicoot is anthro. Because he's a. I
tried joining some furry forum on Facebook to see if they were sleeve stacks, just out of curiosity, and they rejected me. Didn't even say why.
Because you're a sleeve stack.
That's racist.
Yes.
Hey, I know why they rejected you. Because you're not furry.
Yeah, but I thought they were like into. I thought they allowed like alligator people and like. I don't know.
You have
maybe
to go find
rhinoceros people or something. I don't know. I thought they were multicultural.
No, they're clearly racist.
You thought they
Wow.
were you thought they were more progressive than they really were, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Well, some people have befriended me who are into the anthropomorphic type stuff.
Yeah, but the question is, did they friend you because they think you're into it as well? Or did they friend you?
I think because I'm into I think people will follow me on Twitter because they see I'm into comic books.
Oh, okay.
Well, you need to go find the scalies, not the furries.
Oh my God, is that like a subset of furrydom? Scaly?
I don't know. I just made it up, Lizards and all that are scaly, so
What if that's what you had to be classified as?
That might be
your book.
You know what? I wouldn't be shocked if that's a real thing.
I wouldn't be shocked either.
No, I wouldn't. They might not call it that, but
yeah,
me neither.
that's probably a thing. If it's not, it will be soon. Like, there's a chance you just committed some sort of crime, God and nature, and invented something that should not be.
Oh no.
Leave it to a sleaze stack to do that,
Oh, Rick invented that.
Rick. Again, blame Canada.
Blame Canada.
Yeah.
That's right.
Hey, I just said he needed to find them. I didn't say I invented them.
If it's not a thing, man, it is now. Blame Canada.
Dude, I'm really thinking Rick's got some deep-seated things that he doesn't tell us about.
I don't want to know.
Yeah, well, he's into some stuff.
This is Urban Dictionary, Scalies. This is a sub-fandom of the overreaching furry fandom whose interests lay in creatures with scales.
Oh my God.
Characters have the qualities of creatures with scales, such as snakes, lizard, dragon, etc. So they should have allowed me in there.
It's a real thing, Rick. How did you know? Rick, I bet you knew. Oh, that's a little too convenient. Rick, you sick little monkey.
Oh, no.
I'm judging you. I'm judging you harshly.
Avery,
sick bastard.
Avery, I think Rick is trying to reveal something.
TMI, Rick. TMI.
Wow, Rick.
I did not know this.
Wow.
I'm so shocked and appalled. And I think people call me a degenerate.
Well, I'm only attracted to female sleeve stacks, Rick.
Avery, you do realize
female sleeve stacks, not male sleeve stacks.
You can tell people you just pulled that out of your ass and they believe you.
Yeah.
Rick has done some research.
Yeah, dude. You don't hit the nail on the head like that without some kind of real specific knowledge.
I'm only attracted to female sleeve stacks and female humans with cute cat ears on their head.
Hey,
there's a specific thing. Hey, the girls that just wear cat ears and put a little some makeup, that's not actually furry. That's got another name. I can't think of it. But they're on TikTok and they're evil.
They're on TikTok and they're evil.
I love watching the stupid memes people make, but for every great meme, you have to watch either somebody with cat ears or somebody doing hit or miss.
Oh, Avery told me about the hit or miss thing.
It was funny the first time.
Yeah, it's just they've went and overdid it.
Yeah.
I can't believe it's real.
Did the song, and then they just took that small portion of the song, and everybody redid it a gazillion times.
Yeah, because one girl that does cosplay nailed it, and it was funny.
Yeah, it was spot on.
Yeah, and then everybody else memed her. Now, the first few hundred times somebody memed her, that was funny. Once it reached 10,000, it's not funny anymore. You killed the meme.
Yeah, it's sad.
And that happens to every meme. That's how memes die.
Yeah, it's and it happens so quickly nowadays.
It does.
It used to be memes would last months. Now they last a few days.
It's sometimes
it's bad.
Before you can call it like overdone, it's overdone. By the time an old guy like me hears about the meme, it's overdone. Because then you realize, oh my God, this is everywhere. Everybody's done it. Everybody's memed it and memed the meme of the meme. You know?
Yeah.
Well, even the NPC meme, it was I think it had died off and then it was revived and funny again, and then after the elections, there was no purpose in it anymore.
Yeah, but if a meme is really, really good, you can always bring it back for very specific occasions. Like if you do it right at the right time, the right place, a Rickroll is still funny.
Was that ever funny?
Huh?
Was Rickrolling ever funny even when it came out originally? Because I thought it was just kind of
to old people, we thought it was funny.
Well, I remember it at the time, and it was just kind of like, oh, that's a surprise, you know. And
it's that special kind of annoying funny.
Okay, yeah, I would say
I don't even think I know what you all are talking about.
What, Rickrolling?
Yeah.
How does that? How the lyrics go?
Nobody's rolling me.
It's like when you go to post a link to something, Andrew, and when they click the link, because you know how you can hide what a link actually is,
right?
If you know how to enter it right, it goes to Rick Ashley.
Never gonna give you up. That's it.
It goes to never gonna give you up. You go. They click on something expecting one thing, and then they hear that never gonna.
And it revives his career. Actually, he was
yes. It's a meme from I don't know 10 years ago or more.
Yeah.
And every once in a while, somebody Rick rolls it back out for a very specific instance, and then it's okay, we remember the meme. In this instance, it's funny again, and then we all move on.
Gotcha.
It was. I can't believe it's
2005 seems to be. Let's see. The song became internet popularity. This is Wikipedia. It says it may be traced back to a 2005 episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, in which the song is used quite prominently. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh my God! There's a lot of.
So it sounds like they use that song, and then it started, and then maybe around 2007, it happened on 4chan. Okay, that explains it all.
Yeah, 4chan. 4chan's involved.
It was supposed to be a Grand Theft Auto 4 mirror, a mirror of a trailer for Grand Theft Auto 4, and it was that song.
Dude, Danny DeVito's a meme, dude. Always Sunny in Philadelphia memes are just everywhere. There's so many like Danny DeVito memes from that show.
Interesting.
It's a thing.
It's a thing. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I see them all the time. And like people still doing them, and they're nuts. I don't even understand them. Some of them are just funny to me because they're so bizarre.
Was that a mainstream popular show, or was it a cult following?
Kind of cultish. Kind of a cult thing. But there's just tons of just bizarre Danny DeVito memes around that show. They're really weird.
Interesting.
I've seen a couple seasons of the show, but I don't think I ever watched.
Was he on the show?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, Danny DeVito. Yeah.
I can't believe I didn't watch it.
And it's just weird that Danny DeVito has like this like his character at least has this like cult following. Since he was popular when I was a little kid, on Taxi.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I barely remember Taxi from when it aired. I think my family watched it, but I've seen some reruns and stuff.
It was nice.
Because I was real little when it, you know.
Yeah.
I was like probably like 3 in human years, if that translates.
3 in human years.
Yeah, that explains a lot more. Yeah, I got you.
Because that was like when Andy Kaufman was playing that foreign character. He's one of my heroes. I wish I could be like him.
You know, to be honest with you guys, I've never seen Taxi. I've never watched Taxi, so.
Oh man,
I'm familiar with what it is.
Thank you very much.
I've seen clips and all, but I've never watched the show.
Accent.
Some of them are really good.
Yeah.
Watch it.
Oh man, it was great.
Watch it and then be amazed at the cast of who you're seeing all together.
It's like a who's who of Hollywood actors.
Yeah, especially.
I mean, they went on to be. I mean, they were like on a TV show, and yet I know them from Hollywood mainly.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. Okay. Anybody know if it's on Netflix?
No. I think it was at one time years ago.
Yeah. Okay.
Atka was his character.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Very similar to the Foreign Man and Mighty Mouse character he had done on Saturday Night Live, which I've seen again in reruns, but I was a little kid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it began in 78 and ended in 83.
Yeah, there's a lot of that other stuff outside of Taxi that I didn't see until I was I'd say early 20s.
And I wouldn't have I was watching it on YouTube and they had like references to like, oh gosh, I'm not even gonna bring it up. I guess. I mean, it was just like they were dealing with stuff that I would think would be like really taboo.
Oh yeah,
drug references and stuff. But it was the 70s.
In the 70s and 80s, censorship was much less strict. And a lot of people complained. Some people complained about the Christian conservatives back then wanting to censor stuff. But Christian conservatives back then were never as strict with censorship as the left is today.
Yeah, I remember when Tipper Gore came out, and she identifies as a liberal Democrat.
Yes, they were Democrats.
Yeah.
The reason we have those warning stickers about language on album came from the left.
And I mean, I don't know what she identifies now, but she identified she was with it might have been Jello Biafra, and it might have been like on the Oprah show. And Frank Zappa. She was on with Frank Zappa.
Mm-hmm.
And he accused her of being a fundamentalist, and she said she was a liberal.
Yeah.
Oh, how the world has changed, huh?
It would have been much better had she been a furry. No, some of the furries are really fall back. Some of the furries are really liberal. That's, I mean, just really into political correctness. Probably because people make fun of them.
Yeah. So people can't take a joke.
Yeah.
It's like I grew up a fat kid with glasses. I had to learn to take a joke.
Yeah, I think
I had to learn to take a joke.
Yeah, I think a lot of us had to learn how to take a joke.
I had to learn how to take a joke and how to take a punch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember taking very many jokes. I'm sure there were, but I just wasn't.
No, but you took plenty of punches.
I didn't take any punches either.
Oh, I thought that's what you're hinting at.
Well, I think if my friends were making jokes at me, I probably wasn't paying attention.
He didn't catch on. Andrew.
You didn't have like people like mocking you at recess for like being into nerdy things?
Well, back in the 80s, you hid that. You did not tell people you liked comic books. Back then, you did not tell people.
Well, for me, it was the fact I was into computers, which everybody is into nowadays.
Yeah. Well,
but I couldn't hide the fact I was a sleaze stack.
But when they started making home computers, very few people had them. and most people didn't understand it. And heck, some of the people making it are like, why do people need a computer at home? Computers are these giant things that fill basements.
Yeah.
They didn't the early computer companies didn't comprehend it. Then Steve Jobs started making them and selling them.
Well, heck, I remember my first computer was the Atom attachment to a ColecoVision.
Oh wow!
I didn't have a home computer till I had like a Pentium 4.
Oh wow! Yeah, that was kind of late. And the Pentium 4s were like a kind of a later kind of thing. I mean, even the Pentium line, right? Because regular Pentiums were like
that was early. Wasn't that early thousands? Pentium 4.
Yeah, I didn't have a home computer until
because I think the original Pentiums came out like in the 90s.
Yeah, I didn't have a home computer then because around
the time of the web became popular. I think the Pentiums became popular,
and cable internet was fairly new.
That song, Weird Al did that song. It's all about the Pentiums.
Yeah,
a parody of It's All About the Benjamins.
Yeah.
He did that White and Nerdy, and those were both like good nerd songs.
But my first computer though was a 3.0 Pentium 4 processor with a gig of RAM.
Well, that was pretty good for those days.
Yes.
Actually, wouldn't that have been late thousands? Like before 2010? Like
yes,
2005 between 2005.
The P4 3.0 whatever was like the bomb. And if you had a gig of RAM and it could actually have like a file open in Photoshop that was about a gig in size, working on it in layers, and you could actually do it without your whole system losing its mind, it was amazing.
Yeah, I think even like I remember back when even a meg of RAM was a big deal. Like back in around the early to mid 80s. Big deal to have.
My second computer had like a 30 meg hard drive or a 40 meg hard drive, and I thought that was big back then.
Oh yeah, that was massive back then.
That was like 95, 96, something like that.
Yeah, I've got to go now today. These days, I have to go to Walmart tomorrow and pick up a new micro SD card because I make videos with my phone now, and I've got new videos I want to make, especially one for the last couple of weeks of stuff. But all I have is like a 4 gig SD card in my phone because I've never really needed a bigger one. And that's a micro SD card. This thing is,
Oh, make sure you get a 32 or something like that.
Exactly. Maybe. I need to get like at least a 16 or a 32. So we've got 32 gigs on a card smaller than a stamp.
Yeah. Actually, I think they've got them up to like I'm not sure the micros, but a regular SD card. They've gotten them over 100, maybe over 200.
Yeah, that's insane. There, a lot of the phones you can go buy today for $500 to $1,000 are more powerful than my first computer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my parents' first home computer was a Commodore 64.
Yeah. So your $100 phone's more powerful than those computers.
Yep.
The $100 like cheapo.
Pathetic.
Like buy here. Putting minutes on it with your card phone is more powerful than computers from that.
No.
It's nuts.
Man, those were the days.
Though I don't know if the last few years I've had like maybe 32 gigs cards, but then that's because I like kept some big program like games and stuff.
Yeah, I just never really used my phone like that until recently, and now every time I'm trying to make a new video, and there's so many apps on my phone that I actually kind of want to keep them.
Right.
Yeah.
That I'm like, oh my god, I actually need a new an SD card that'll hold some information.
That's why I'd never get an Apple phone. I actually have a phone right now. I got it from a buddy used, and I didn't realize it didn't have a slot for an SD card. Otherwise, I might not have gotten it.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. Yeah, you'll get one and it doesn't have the SD slot. You're just like, why did you make this?
and Apple doesn't put any SD SD slots in any of their phones. So I decided I'm never getting an Apple phone, never an iPhone.
Yeah.
Just because of that, I want to be able to expand my memory. Because
there's some hallucinogenic drugs that'll help you with that. You know that, right?
No, that's your horizons.
Well, I've been told. I don't know.
Yeah, Andrew's like, I don't like beer. It's icky.
There's people out there that don't like beer, okay?
Yeah, but you're like, I don't like beer. It's icky.
I've never said it's icky.
I'm mocking you.
Those words have never come out of my mouth.
I'm mocking
you. Don't drink beer?
Yeah, it's gross, man.
You drink girl drinks?
He doesn't drink it all.
Oh, okay.
Hey, I don't either.
You're not like a girl drink drunk, like that Kids in the Hall skit?
He's never seen Kids in the Hall.
Oh no!
No, I can't say.
Actually, that's not true. I
this
do drink
a lot.
I drink water. I drink pop.
Wait, isn't Kids in the Hall? Isn't that Canadian?
Yes, but it was actually funny.
Oh, okay.
Because they have to be funny in Canada. There's nothing else.
Yes, we've produced some of the best comedians.
It's just three people and a bear.
Yeah.
Hey, Yoka Milk, how's it going, man?
Yeah, Kids in the Hall and like Second City actually produced a lot of really good comedians.
Yeah, there's a lot of good entertainers and artists in Canada, and a lot of them end up in America.
Yeah, they leave. They go, "Hey, I'm talented. I'm out."
But there's like a lot of good underground stuff there too, like a lot of good music, comedy, and stuff. That
I
heard a lot of good music from the CBC.
Hey, Commodore sent a link to B&H site. They have a ScanDisk Extreme. It's a 1 terabyte micro SD card.
That's crazy. I'm pretty sure my phone wouldn't even recognize that.
Take a wild guess at how much it costs.
How much is it?
$1,000.
$449.99.
That's so huge. Yeah. I get it. That would be great to using a camera if a digital camera would.
Oh yeah. Commodore says, well, the 80s had a satanic panic. They were the NPCs of their day, but they had less political power. There were some that said, you can't watch that cartoon. It's satanic. I do remember
that was cool. But that was actually Tipper Gorp was in on that stuff as well. I think. I thought the PMRC labeled certain things.
I don't remember.
Like one after D&D.
But some of it back then came from the left and the right. It's just they blamed. A lot of people blamed just conservative Christians.
Well, there were ministers going around smashing, actually, the vinyl and records and smashing them.
Yeah, it was dumb.
Do you ever notice that oftentimes that had the exact opposite effect of what they were trying to do? If they came out and told you, "Don't watch this; it's bad," you ended up watching it because you wanted to know what they were talking about. That's the whole reason why my wife started reading Harry Potter to the kids, is because they sent home a paper saying you had to have parents' permission for the kids to check out Harry Potter books from the schools because people were saying it's teaching our kids about witchcraft, and we're like, what the hell are they talking about? That's how we first got introduced to Harry Potter.
Well, there was an album that I had as a kid. Actually, my brother had it. It had a warning: this may contain backwards messages, and I'm sure they did that. Obviously, they did it just to sell. Albums.
Yeah.
And the same thing with that warning sticker on albums. That's for the parental guidance.
Oh yeah. They help.
This is a really cool album.
Yeah, they helped sell a lot of Two Live Crew. They sold a lot of Two Live Crew by making them put that sticker on there.
That's funny. Oh, Yokamil came in and asked a question, but then he had to leave. He asked the question, says, if you had to have a theme song for Hero, what would it be like? What genre of music would it fit Hero, and what would the song be about? I have no earthly idea.
It wouldn't have any lyrics.
It'd be furry music.
But it wouldn't have any lyrics at all, and it would be something very close to what you hear in like Lord of the Rings.
Oh, okay. I was thinking like ambient sounds.
No, forest sounds, like soundtrack.
No.
It would be very. It would be a lot like what you hear in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot.
It wouldn't have any lyrics at all.
What kind of soundtrack did Secret of Nim have?
It's been a long time since I watched it.
Man, I'm gonna have to. because I remember it having like orchestra and moody sounds, but not themed, songs you would put in a radio,
Mm-hmm.
So that might, probably something in that type of genre, to be honest with you.
You want to hear something funny? Yeah, I'm looking at that 1 terabyte SD drive, micro SD drive. It's on sale for that $449. It's usually $26 more.
We're gonna save $6 on a $400 SD card.
26.
Sign me up, dude.
So it started at like $476, basically. It's like, okay, you're gonna do that, just that small savings on that? That's just ridiculous.
Well,
yeah, that's gonna make me want to buy it all the more. $26.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't necessarily have to be about the amount. It's the fact that you're saving money.
I guess so. Yeah, but if I was gonna buy that, I'd buy it with her. Was that $26 extra or not?
Well, yeah, that's true.
If I could afford that much money to buy something like that. I don't even know what it would work in. But
yeah, what can recognize an SD card that big? There's probably some cameras that can.
Yeah. I think definitely cameras.
Some.
Yeah.
Some newer later model high-end digital SLRs probably can. High-end, not consumer grade digital SLRs.
Mm-hmm.
I mean high-end digital SLRs probably can.
Yeah, I don't think I ever had a very good camera. So
mine was really, really good at the time. It's not now. It's a Nikon D something. 16 megapixel 10 it shoots in 1080.
Oh, nice.
Shoots video in 1080. And it was a great camera when I got it. I just never have an opportunity to use it anymore.
Commodore's asking, what did you think about that Cross Comics? About what, Commodore? The SD card or your comment before that comment? I'm just looking at the chat.
Yeah. Wait a minute. He says, according to the biblical context, a witch isn't a woman with a pointy hat and magic wand. It's something that's somebody that used their wits, hence witch, against the church's doctrine.
Yeah.
I've never heard that, but I always heard witches referred to like in the like mostly it was women who were like pagan and believed in pagan gods,
Yeah.
So
well, I guess that's where the word witch came from. I did not know that. Now I thought everybody thinks, I wouldn't say most biblical people wouldn't believe, the pointy hat thing, but they'd say the casting spells and whatever, quote unquote, doing sorcery.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I don't know about that.
There's a devil.
He says he heard that from the Halloween Tree animated movie with Leonard Nimoy. Well, that's got to be true.
Oh God. Leonard Nimoy would never steer you wrong.
No, he wouldn't. He'd be honest, upfront with you, and he'd make sure that you were well taken care of, and you got tucked in at night, and so forth. Yeah. Oh, damn it! It looks like Ethan's live streaming now. I guess that means we're done for the evening.
I think he started something earlier too. I'm not sure.
Oh yeah.
I think he's plugging Tug's book, which is pretty cool.
Oh, okay. Cool. Now Edwin sent me a message that he did a reading of the first 10 pages of Hero and got good reactions to it, but I haven't seen it anywhere. I'm not sure if he posted it someplace or what.
Ask him.
Well, I will, but I was looking to see. Yeah, I guess asking the man would probably be the easiest way to get an answer to a question, you know?
Yeah.
But that doesn't seem like the way I would go about doing things, does it?
No. Not at all. You not at all.
Yeah, I know. But all right. Well, guys, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this episode up. We did a drawing. We talked comics. We talked witches. We talked, Halloween. Not Halloween. Dollar bin diving, which is probably my new favorite part of the show. I like going through those boxes. We may have to go through a couple more boxes on the next show because if I'm going to set up at the flea market, I need to go through a couple more. So, all right, everybody, appreciate you coming by. Yoka Milk, Commodore, always a pleasure. And we'll talk at you guys next time, okay? Bye, everybody.